This egregious military aggression, with the devastating consequences we already know, and that the entire world now also witnesses with profound shock and disbelief, stunned by the sheer barbarity, the utter rudeness, and the truly grotesque nature, by the blatant illegality of this utterly criminal act perpetrated against our national sovereignty. Just yesterday, they brazenly kidnapped a person, an innocent individual, whom the people of Venezuela elected as their president. He is President Nicolas Maduro. Moros, the legitimate and constitutional president duly elected by the sovereign people for the significant 2025 to 2030 term. He is indeed President Nicolas Maduro, the true, authentic, and genuine constitutional leader of all the Venezuelan people, representing their collective will and aspirations, and of all Venezuelan women. An act that was carried out in free elections in the year 2024. Sovereign, direct, secret, and universal elections with an electoral system that guarantees and has guaranteed these electoral processes in the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela for the past 25 years. Therefore, from this very moment, from the esteemed Bolivarian National Armed Forces, we emphatically demand the immediate and unconditional release of the legitimate constitutional president of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro Moros. We demand his release. President Nicolas Maduro and the First Lady of the Republic, Dr. Silvia Flores de Maduro, have been kidnapped. An act of profound audacity, which already being against the legitimate president of Venezuela also, that audacity was unleashed against a woman of Christian values, a woman of principles, who was also taken away in handcuffs, a brave woman. From here, we demand the prompt release of our Commander-in-Chief, the President of all Venezuelan men and women, and of the First Lady of the Republic, Dr. Silvia Flores. And we demand of the world, we ask the world to pay close attention to everything that is happening against Venezuela, against its sovereignty, against its constitution. And at the same time, we thank the prompt response from almost all the governments of the world and the peoples of the world. Because yesterday we saw popular demonstrations all over the world and legitimate governments, with some exceptions, rejecting this blatant intervention against Venezuelan sovereignty. Let the world take heed and be cautious, because this seriously represents a threat to the global order. If today it was against Venezuela, tomorrow it could be against any state, against any country. And that colonialist ambition that they want to impose in the spirit of the Monroe Doctrine on Latin America and the Caribbean. We firmly reject it from here. We always vote for true peace, for genuine political dialogue, for mutual understanding, for profound respect for fundamental human rights, and for unwavering respect for established international law. Those are our genuine votes. And the Bolivarian National Armed Forces have been an institution that has guaranteed the democratic and constitutional continuity of the country. In recent days, we have been reflecting on what would have happened here in Venezuela. What state of anarchy and chaos would we be in today? If the country's military institution, with its values, principles, and republican morals, had allowed fascism to take hold here. Personal ambition, the pursuit of political power through unconstitutional means. And then the coup, yet another coup, and the counter-coup, and that whole disaster. The Bolivarian National Armed Forces, in perfect unity with the people, have guaranteed, let me repeat, have guaranteed the democratic continuity of Venezuela. And they will continue to do so. Because order, peace is our harbor, it is our harbor, as Bolivar said. And because for us the homeland represents everything. Bolivar said, and I want to quote him here, Bolivar said he told Urdaneta in a letter back in 1826, it will soon be 200 years since that event. Specifically on August 6, 1826, Bolivar wrote to Urdaneta, we have a flag that has witnessed both our glories and our calamities. The homeland is sacred. It is the word, the magical word of all virtuous citizens. The homeland is the meeting point for all who love national glory and the rights of the people. Simón Bolívar to Rafael Urdaneta, August 6, 1826. And today the homeland is what must prevail. I call upon the people of Venezuela for peace, for order. Not to fall into the temptations of psychological warfare, of threats, of the fear they want to impose on us. I call upon the people of Venezuela to resume their economic work and all other activities, including education, in the coming days. And the homeland must move forward along its constitutional track. Next Monday, that is tomorrow, January 5th, we will be witnessing an act, let me repeat, a constitutional act, which is the installation of the National Assembly for the next constitutional term. And from here, we already applaud this act. The National Assembly as the democratic center of political debate par excellence, by definition. So the homeland continues on its path of development, prosperity, stability, and order. And we, soldiers of the homeland, will be here to guarantee it. I am going to read a statement from the Bolivarian National Armed Forces for the entire country and the whole world. The Bolivarian National Armed Forces strongly reject the cowardly kidnapping of citizen Nicolas Maduro, Moros, Constitutional President of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, our Commander-in-Chief, and of his wife, the First Lady, Dr. Cilia Flores de Maduro. An act perpetrated yesterday, Saturday, January 3rd of this year, after cold-bloodedly murdering much of his security team, soldiers, and innocent citizens. Likewise, in accordance with the decision of the Constitutional Chamber of the Supreme Court of Justice, dated January 3rd, 2026, by which the citizen of the sky is appointed. I am A. Rodriguez Gomez, Executive Vice President of the Republic, to assume in an acting capacity all the powers, duties, and authorities as President of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, and in strict compliance with the Organic Law on States of Exception and the Organic Law on National Security. We fully support the decree of a state of external commotion throughout the national territory, previously signed. In this same regard, the Bolivarian government will guarantee the country's governability, and our institution will continue to employ all its available capabilities for military defense, the maintenance of internal order, and the preservation of peace. Therefore, we are activating throughout the entire national geographic space and in perfect popular, military, and police fusion, the full operational readiness in order to integrate the elements of national power in the mission to confront imperial aggression, forming a single combat bloc to ensure the freedom, independence, and sovereignty of the nation. The Bolivarian National Armed Force is the United Liberating Army of the 21st century. Chavez lives, the homeland continues, independence and a socialist homeland. Living, we shall overcome. The son of Venezuela is born in the Essequibo, independence or nothing, loyal, always, no double standards, never.